Hello, everyone. This is Ragan Thomson. How are you today? How are you feeling? What's happening within your being? I'd like to do that scan right now with you. In fact, your mind, your body, and spirit scan. You want to do that with me? First, take a moment and just scan your mind. What's happening in your mind? Is it clear? Is there a lot going on in there? Is it cluttered? So you can just notice where you're at with your mind at this moment today. So can you clear away that clutter if there's any? Can you just clear the mind? Sometimes it's helpful just to imagine a blank white wall. Just clearing it all away. Beautiful. Just giving yourself permission just to be okay with where you're at with your mind as well. Okay? That will just help to let go of any resistance of where you might be with your mind. All right, so body. Check your body, scan your body. Any tight or tense energy anywhere. Head, neck, shoulders. You might have something going on there, kind of more in your throat chakra area, your chest, more in your heart chakra, solar plexus on down to the root chakra. One of those chakras typically can hold some tension and resistance, which can kind of end up feeling more around the throat area, the chest area, or the stomach area. Do you feel any tight or tense energy in anywhere in your body? Just doing that scan, giving yourself permission to just relax to any tension or tightness that you might find. I'd also like us to take a deep breath right here. Excellent. Good. Just relaxing into that tension. Just noticing it. You might even say, I feel you. I'm here with you. You might even get that part of your body a chance to speak out loud if it wants to say something to you right now. Saying to that part of your body, I hear you. Thank you for sharing. I'm here with you. Taking a deep breath. And now scanning your spirit. Where are you at with your connection to Source, to God, with yourself? Where are you at spiritually? Just notice, do you feel connected, or could you possibly feel some sort of disconnection going on? Again, is it okay to be where you're at with this connection? Where are you at spiritually with your connection right now? Very good. Take that deep breath. Very good. Thank you so much. I am seeing that we are still now just kind of at that beginning portion of 2020. And this audio is coming in still at the beginning of the year. And I am just really so pleased. I don't know about you, but what's going on in 2020 is pretty magical. I mean, it has been such an extraordinary year so far. Just so much more flow, so much more ease, so much more magic and manifestation of things kind of instantly that, I'm wishing to happen. And I'm not just saying this for me. I'm saying for the many around me as well. It's so cool. So I'm just basking in it, really, at this moment. I'm hoping that the grounding work that we just did together was assistive to you, to help you remember that's a tool that you have under your belt that I just offered you, the scan of the mind, body, and spirit, to help you recenter and configure yourself in a way that is more awake and conscious for the day, right? And so often when people say to me, my day is not flowing, I'm struggling, it's like life it's like throwing me one thing after the next that's not comfortable. It's often because we're not centered, we're not balanced, we're not in a state of consciousness or awake energy, right? We're more in a sleeping state. And to wake ourselves up, to do that scan like I offered you, I highly recommend it when you wake up in the morning. So just kind of checking in with yourself, getting really connected. and then just giving yourself permission to be where you're at. That's huge. So today I'm just going to launch into a topic a little bit more deeply around something very important. I wanted to talk about this because I believe that this entire year we have something very powerful that's available to us all year long, and really this whole life, right? But so often we don't even know what I'm about to share, which is this power to choose, right? The power to choose our choices. Okay, this is so important. In order for us to come into this clear focus, this clear vision of 2020 and really start to know our true self and shine forth our true self, we need to become in more close alignment with our true divine self's intuition and ability to make choices and to trust our discernment that we can do so, right? That we can trust that we have good discernment and we can make choices that are of our highest and greatest good at any given moment of any given time. But the truth is, so many of us are not trusting in their ability to choose, right? First, it's just this lack of trust we have in ourselves. It's like, perhaps maybe a few times you actually had an experience where you chose to, make a choice for yourself that you thought was in a, right alignment, and it ended up really causing some really big waves. Maybe it caused what you thought was a lot of pain in your life. And then you blamed yourself and you shamed yourself and you said, well, gosh, if I just chosen this other thing, I'd be in such a different place. Well, on that note, let's take that deep breath. And on that note, let me tell you, you were doing the best you could with the information that you had at the time and the circumstances you had been given. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't have done it any differently or any better. That choice you made, you felt it. It was the one for you. And the fact that maybe a year later or 5 years later, you're thinking about that choice and you're like, gosh, I would never make that choice now, because I've expanded, I've grown, I'm a different person. And it's just, I just know I wouldn't do that. But instead of being gentle on yourself, you start to get hard on yourself. So that's the opposite of what I want us to do in 2020. I want us to be more gentle on ourselves. Stop being so critical of ourselves, right? And because we get more gentle with ourselves and because we decide to be less critical, we have the ability, we have the opportunity to choose from that place. Right? Because when we're judging ourselves and we're hard on ourselves, which is what I just described, typically our choices can get kind of convoluted, hard to choose because we're blurred by the ego's judgment and shaming, blaming energy. So it's just, there's this blurriness, right? Like you just can't really quite hear your divine intuition coming forward to assist you with that right choice for you that would be better in alignment for you, that would cause less waves. You simply can't hear it. Because already there's so much judgment and there's so much shaming and blaming energy on you about maybe what you've done in the past that no longer exists, by the way. Like this is so powerful to get and understand that the only moment that exists for us is right now. The moment you're in. And the ego is going to always get you to try to look at the past and remember the past as if it's still real, like it still exists. It doesn't exist. It no longer exists. Now, does the past sometimes hold some emotion or feelings that maybe we never processed, right? Because perhaps, it got kind of stuffed under the rug. It was like maybe it was a grieving process of someone and you weren't comfortable with it. You just, no, I'm done grieving. I'm not doing it anymore. Something like that occurred. There's a lot of different things that can happen where we don't fully process our material that's up for processing. So that being said, what we get to do now is not dwell on the old story, but rather just let the energy up and out. If it requires maybe a little inner child work to kind of specify maybe a memory with a child that comes forward within you, that can be helpful. Is it always a requirement? No, sometimes it's just the energy, it's just the emotion, it's just the kind of trauma that's still within your cells that just wants to be released. No story necessary. So that being said, once we start to get good at just getting to know thyself, right? To know thyself is to love thyself. So therefore, we start to get good at trusting in our ability to choose because we trust in who we are. We trust in ourselves, right? We like ourselves. We love ourselves. This is helpful. This is so helpful to learning how to choose and choose from a place of feeling like the choice is in your best and your highest and your greatest. You just feel it. You feel it in your bones. You have no question about it anymore. You just feel it and you know it. And even if that choice does lead to waves, when you make it from that place that I just described, it's like, you know, that if something happens where there's a lesson that's being learned that's not so easy at the end, you know, that too was in your highest and greatest. So therefore, there's no ability to judge or shame or blame. You just know that, you know, you crossed your T's and you dotted your I's right before you made that choice internally. And you said, I'm ready. I'm making it. And I feel it. This is it. And wherever it goes, it's wherever it goes. And I'm just ready for it. You know, I want to learn. I want to grow. I choose my soul. I choose yes to choosing from the best of and my highest ability. And that's all I can do. So anyways, this is what I wanted to share with you today. This has been beautiful. I've been feeling such good, just really good energy about getting to share this topic with you. I was ready to do it. You know, this is just a little bit of this power to choose of education and knowledge I wanted to share with you. This wisdom I've also learned over time through my own experience with getting it better at choosing and trusting in my discernment to choose. And it's just been a process. And I feel like I'm in a good place with it. So I wanted to share that with you. And I hope this is helpful. I am going to close this out in a prayer. So I'd like for you, if you would, please place your hand or hands over your heart space if you can. If you can't, that's fine. Just listening and letting these words move through your heart as best you can. I do want to encourage that each one of us take a moment and take a breath or two and just really drop in to your heart space before the prayer. Take a breath. Once more. Excellent. Dropping into your heart, just staying there the best you can through the prayer. So I thank you so very much, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, for this beautiful, beautiful, divine, blessed day. I am so very grateful, for I know that this day is full of light and good energy and wisdom and knowledge and amazingness and power and potential. Because you know what? Every moment I get to live in, I get to breathe in. We get to live in and breathe in every moment. And that is a gift. Life is a gift. We are God in a body. We are divine emanations of God. And if that is true, then it is true that we have just basically limitlessness available to us at all time. We are limitlessness in its divine form and movement and action in the human body. It's amazing what we get to do here. We get to experience God in a body in this life on this beautiful planet. So every moment of every day is such a gift. I thank you, Mother, Father, God, for this time together during this audio, that I know that for sure, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, whoever hears this audio is going to experience healing around this power to choose, really starting to trust in their discernment to choose wisely from their hearts, from their intuition. And no matter where that choice leads them, that they know that that choice was to bring forth learning and growth, for them to become more in alignment with their true divine selves and to lead more and more with their soul self in this life. I'm so very grateful for these words. Thank you so much. And with these words I say, and so it is. Take a deep and slow breath. Once more. Great. Thank you so very much. This was so beautiful. Hope this was helpful for you today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Many blessings. All right. God bless.